Hey guys, it's Sun for Games, and you may have seen all the Forza Horizon 3 reviews kind of like popping up all over the internet. The embargo, or whatever the term is, has been lifted, and all the reviews are out, and guess what? It looks like they're awesome. Everyone seems to universally appreciate what Forza Horizon 3 brings to the table. Now, I myself have played a number of racing games over the years. I started with like way back in Gran Turismo, a lot of the Burnout games. Burnout Paradise was the big open world one that started me on that kick. The Need for Speed games, but due to a bunch of random reasons, never Forza Horizons, or the more simulation style Forza. So I've always been interested in the Horizon games, but never got into them. I never had Xbox friends that I could play with on the multiplayer aspects, the co-op, never been like a huge draw. But now the Forza Horizon 3 is not only coming out on Xbox One but also PC with cross-play. That's awesome. I'm super pumped about that. Plus, I might actually be able to drag some friends into this kind of game. I have friends that like racing games and they own PCs, so this could work out. So with all the media coverage coming out this week and reviews going live, it's gotten me super excited. I want to check out the game, but it's obviously not here yet. Luckily, which means I can't just like buy it. But there is a demo available, not on PC unfortunately, but on the Xbox One. So I downloaded it and I just jumped in to see what's going on. I mean, a lot of familiar stuff as soon as I hopped in that I kind of expected, being an open world racing games. There's like events that you can find throughout the world, kind of like kick off. You can challenge other racers that you're driving by. But I can see already why it's getting such high praise even from just the demo. There's clearly a ton of polish here. It's just a very smooth experience from start to finish. You get thrown into these different types of race events. They're all really sweet. Like, you start out in this, what I assume is some kind of Lamborghini, flying along the road on that, and then it transitions into this off-roading truck race, which is really cool. And then there's like a buggy and you're flying down the beach. It's cool. It's really awesome so far. It looks beautiful even on the Xbox One. I cannot wait to see what it looks like on the PC. So I played the demo for a while. It's actually really expansive. I was kind of surprised. I haven't played demos in a while because they really haven't been, but it really shows a great confidence in the developer with their game, with their product, that they think we can try it out for like, half an hour, 45 minutes and want to buy it. So far, what I'm most excited about though is the co-op campaign that I've heard about, where you can kind of get 4 people together and do this cooperative campaign and progress that campaign together as like one group. I think that sounds amazing. I really hope I can get some people to play to try that out. I've heard the co-op and multiplayer experience is a seamless integration. Everyone can just kind of like hop in and keep driving. You don't even really notice that you're changed into somebody's game. There's clearly a ton of customization that you can be done to your car, not even in terms of upgrades, but just tweaking, various aspects of the wheels, the tires, the engine. There's so many. I think a real car lover will find a lot to like here, even though it's clearly an arcadier version of racing. But I mean, within the first 20 minutes, I was racing against a Jeep through the jungle. The Jeep was hanging from a helicopter that was flying along the track through the jungle, and I was racing the helicopter. Like, obviously, this game is supposed to be a little ridiculous, but I think it's supposed to be just a good fun, just like a fun time with racing through ridiculous scenarios, doing jumps and, barrel rolls off things, and it looks like it's just meant to be a good time, which I think is great. I think all the racing games I've tried recently have leaned a little bit too heavily on the intense simulation side, which is fun and it's a great time, but a little too serious for me. This will be a great game to just pick up in the afternoon and just like fly around. It sounds like you are now the owner, the starter, the manager of the Horizon event, so you're setting everything up. You're setting up what races that are going to be done, what cars are going to be presented, what music they're playing. I don't really know how it all works yet, but it sounds like a really cool shift in the dynamic of how you're controlling how your game plays out, and I think it's going to be a lot more fun for people and less driven in a certain direction. Driven. But very freeform. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm really excited. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to buy it on day one or not. Can't wait to see what it looks like on PC. Clearly it's a beautiful game. They put a ton of work into making it look and run great. So I'm excited to see how that pans out on PC. Hopefully a great port and no little hiccups there. Curious to know how the cross-platform multiplayer pans out. Obviously not the first time that I've ever seen it. Final Fantasy XI's been doing it for 15 years, but that's clearly a very different kind of game, and I I can't remember the last time, if ever, it's been done with a racing game. So curious to see if that causes problems or is just fun for everybody, better off. I did notice that it looks like there's some options to turn off cross-platform, turn off seeing times that are cross-platform. So if you, in your heart of hearts, believe that PC has an advantage and don't want to deal with that and you're playing on Xbox One, you can turn it off and you don't have to worry about it. But I think for the most people, they're not going to care and they're just going to have fun with whatever they're playing on with whoever is playing with them on something else. I know that was a little bit disjointed of a discussion about Horizon 3. I am super pumped. I just kind of, played through and got my first impressions. I'm so far very excited. There's clearly a lot going on here. I'm excited to see what kind of other events, how car upgrading works, how the total event upgrading works, what it really means to change out what kind of what events play out. I'm really curious to see the depth here. I feel like there's going to be a lot more that I didn't even touch. But core level, the racing feels fun. The drifting, cars feel different on the sand. I mean, that sounds stupid, but like when I was in the truck, the sand felt like nothing. It was like, yeah, I'm barreling down the beach, no problem. When I was in the Lamborghini, I was like struggling to go straight. I was struggling to keep it out of the water. It looks like there's going to be a ton here, ton of polish, really well put together game, and I'm excited to kind of explore that and hopefully get some friends involved. Let me know if you're definitely getting it. It sounds like no matter what platform it is, we could play, which is awesome. Let me know in the comments whether or not you've played the Forza Horizon games and whether or not they're the kind of games for you, what I can expect, what are your thoughts on Horizon 3 if you're watching this after it's already come out. Sorry, it's kind of just like jotted down some notes of some things I wanted to bring up, and I kind of just went with it. But I really wanted to talk about it, and life's been kind of crazy this week. We're moving soon, so things are getting a little hectic. Like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe if you're new. I've got plenty of videos coming each week, and I really hope to see you guys back. So thanks for watching.